Tiny Taboos.
Tiny Taboos. Hi, everybody. Welcome to March. This is March 1st, the first Monday of the month, and we thought we would start this month with a Tiny Taboos.
Tiny Taboo starts today.
Welcome back. Hi.
Hello.
I love your beautiful faces.
Hey, Tiny.
Hello.
How is everybody's day today?
Good.
Excellent. Auntie Allie?
Also good.
Excellent. Mine was also good. 3 goods all around. Amazing.
Around the world.
Do you have any tiny taboo questions for us today?
Yes. How can you tell if a cat is a boy or a girl?
Auntie Allie? Cat anatomy for 500?
I do not know cat anatomy. I don't own cats.
I don't own cats. But we did learn Uncle Nick is a cat person. We learned that.
With Axel.
And Static.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with cat anatomy is determined the same way that human anatomy is. Like, they also have anatomy.
But how can you tell that? Because, well, cats are almost the same thing as people. They just have hair all over. And people kind of do too. You just can't see it because they're really small, but still hair.
You're right. You're totally right. You're not wrong at all. I do remember one time Kel telling us that there was a way to tell if it was a boy or a girl by looking at their butt, which that would be a very TT thing to tell us, but I don't recall those instructions. So shout out to TT. If you could please inform us, that would be fantastic.
Cats have testicles, don't they? Male cats.
They
Yeah.
do, but if they get fixed, then they no longer have testicles. That's what happens when they get fixed. You remove them.
That's not what happens to dogs.
Yeah, Static doesn't have them anymore.
Like they remove them, but they keep the skin.
I don't know if they keep the skin because I'm not digging through my cat's butt hair to see if his balls are still intact. What? You're no longer allowed to be alone with cats.
I told you I don't have a cat. I'm asking you because I don't know.
I haven't, I haven't looked. I respect Static's privacy in that I just don't, I know he used to have really big balls and now he doesn't. So I assume that they're gone. I don't know.
One time I was with Mom and we were brushing our teeth for Ben, and then Static hops onto the counter and then brushes his tail on the toothpaste. And, is there any tail? And then we look all over and then no. And then over in my bedroom, and then he turns around. He puts his tail up, and then we see toothpaste almost into his butthole. And then I say, "Hey, Mom, there's something on Static." Looks, and she's like, "Oh, it's toothpaste." And then Mom said, "Oh, look, it's his butt hairs." And then I just start laughing so hard that I couldn't breathe.
Toothpaste in his butt hairs got Tiny really good that day. It really did.
That is one talented cat.
We have no idea how he did it. We really don't. Do you have another tiny taboo question?
Yes. Why does everything need to be named? Auntie Ellie?
Because that way we can address what we need. Could you imagine asking for a glass of water but not being able to call it water? You would just have to point at it and hope somebody was looking in that direction.
Could you hand me that general substance over there, please? Could you imagine what people would hand you? That was a good question, though. I agree with Auntie Allie in that's why things are named. But isn't it fun to think about how some things got their name? Or, like, what their names translate to?
Yeah, like cat. C-A-T.
Oh, my God. Speaking of cat, our listener, Chris Labar, and also Laren, our very favoritist Laren, they both came back telling us why cats are named cats. Like, we had that question on our last Tiny Taboos.
That last one was, why are cats called cats and dogs called dogs?
Yeah, that's true.
I thought Nikki told us. Am I crazy?
She might have. She might have. I don't recall. I remember Chris and Laren, and now I'm just trying to find it. Okay. So Mr. Labar,
Thank you, Mr. Labar.
he said the word cat comes from the Old English word cat, but it's spelled C-A-T-T, which originates from the late Latin word for catus, C-A-T-U-S, meaning quote-unquote domestic cat. There is evidence to suggest that the Latin word came from the Afro-Asiatic word whoa. K-A-D-D-I-S-K-A, Kadiska. That sounds like Kabipka. Which might mean, quote-unquote, wildcat. This might stand to reason that this is where the term of cat came from.
I also read that definition when whoever posted it, so that was not for my benefit. Not sure why you're looking at me. Tiny, did you learn something from that?
I did.
The delay in my brain as I'm staring at you and you give 0 fucks. That was fantastic. Did you learn something from me sharing with you what Mr. Labar sent us?
I learned that Mr. Labar knows a lot about cats. Mama does.
That's true. He does know a lot about cats.
And I also learned that about Kabisca instead of a word.
Real. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Tiny Taboos. It was so nice to have you, and we missed you.
We love you.
Love you, miss you. Goodbye, people.
As Tiny said, goodbye, people.
Catch you on the next one.
Yep, we sure will. Tiny Taboos.
Tiny Taboos.